This video is about project management significance of the project sponsor, and project network of stakeholders. According to the theory, the project sponsor, or executive sponsor, is a person or a group of people at the senior management level. They are responsible for the success of a project and provide necessary guidance and resources to the project team and manager. Top management is made up of senior-level executives of an organization, or those positions that hold the most responsibility. Jobs titles such as Chief Operating Officer, COO, Chief Executive Officer, CEO, Chief Financial Officer, CFO, President, or Vice President are commonly used by top managers in organizations. Top management is part of the network of stakeholders. Top management approves funding of the project and establishes priorities within the organization. They define success and adjudicate rewards for accomplishments. Significant adjustments in budget, scope, and schedule typically need their approval. They have a natural vested interest in the success of the project, but at the same time have to be responsive to what is best for the entire organization. The project sponsor sits above the project manager. In most cases, the project sponsor is the one who advocated for the project and has been on board since day one. Project sponsors are typically senior executives. Oftentimes, they're just below board level and are involved in multiple projects at once. A project sponsor has three main responsibilities: vision and people, aligning the project with business goals, strategy, and objectives. Project sponsors champion the project and use their influence to gain approval of the project. Their reputation is tied to the success of the project, and they need to be kept informed of any major developments. They defend the project when it comes under attack and are a key project ally. Sponsors are the ones who defend the project when it is under attack in upper circles of management. The project sponsors. They shelter the project from excessive interference. In other words, project sponsor act like an umbrella sheltering the project. See figure. The figure network of stakeholders. What does mean? Depending on the nature of the project, there are several different groups outside the organization that influence the success of the project. The most important is the customer for which the project is designed, see figure. Each of these groups of individuals brings different expertise, standards, priorities, and agendas to the project. The project team manages and completes project work. Most participants want to do a good job, but they are also concerned with their other obligations and how their involvement on the project will contribute to their personal goals and aspirations. Project managers naturally compete with each other for resources and the support of top management. Administrative support groups, such as human resources, information systems, purchasing agents, and maintenance, provide valuable support services. Organization structures projects. The role of functional managers in project structures, depending on how the project is organized, can play a minor or major role toward project success. Functional managers want to cooperate up to a point, but only up to a certain point. The functional organizational structure. A functional organizational structure is composed by project team members allocated according to the different functional units of an organization. A typical organization has different functional units, such as the human resources, finance, marketing, sales, operations, administration. In matrix arrangements, they may be responsible for assigning project personnel, resolving technical dilemmas, and overseeing the completion of significant segments of the project work. Even in dedicated project teams, the technical input from functional managers may be useful, and acceptance of completed project work may be critical to in-house projects. A matrix organization is a company structure where teams report to multiple leaders. The matrix design keeps open communication between teams and can help companies create more innovative products and services. Using this structure prevents teams from needing to realign every time a new project begins. Subcontractors. What they do. Subcontractors may do all the actual work, in some cases, with the project team merely coordinating their contributions. Poor work and schedule slips can affect work of the core project team. While contractors' reputations rest with doing good work, they must balance their contributions with their own profit margins. Government agencies place constraints on project work. Permits need to be secured. Construction work has to be built to code. Other organization stakeholders, depending on the nature of the project, may directly or indirectly affect the project. For example, suppliers provide necessary resources for completion of the project work. Customers define the scope of the project, and ultimate project success rests in their satisfaction. Customers are primarily concerned with getting a good deal. What is social network building? Social networking has already transformed the business world, making it easier for managers, job seekers, small businesses, entrepreneurs, and others to establish and maintain beneficial connections. One social networking site in the business world is LinkedIn. In use for about 20 years, LinkedIn allows professionals to network, currently has more than 830 million users around the world. What are mapping dependencies? A dependency map allows us to visualize the critical cross-project dependencies throughout the duration of the program. The dependency map should not be confused with the program plan, which shows the milestones of the different projects and the points at which benefits can start to be realized during the program. Mapping dependencies? What to do? The first step to building a social network is identifying those on whom the project depends for success. The project manager and his or her key assistants need to ask the following questions. Whose cooperation will we need? Whose agreement or approval will we need? Whose opposition would keep us from accomplishing the project? The chart explains the dependencies for financial software installation project. The figure contains the dependencies identified by a project manager responsible for installing a new financial software system in her company. It is always better to overestimate rather than underestimate dependencies. Managing upward relations. The research consistently points out that project success is strongly affected by the degree to which a project has the support of top management. Such support is reflected in an appropriate budget, responsiveness to unexpected needs, and a clear signal to others in the organization of the importance of cooperation. Visible top management support is not only critical for securing the support of other managers within an organization, but it also is a key factor in the project manager's ability to motivate the project team. Project managers must be able to get top management to provide additional resources and recognize the accomplishments of team members. Project managers devote considerable time and attention to influencing and garnering the support of top management. Project managers must accept profound differences in perspective and become skilled at the art of persuading superiors. This is what managing upward relations is all about. This video is from Bus Demi e-Learning Academy. The owner of Bus Demi e-Learning Academy is a PhD in business management, industry practitioner, and academic university business professor in the USA.